Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a few updates that have been going on in my life recently. And I actually already filmed this video on Saturday, but I felt like I was really scatterbrained in the video and I was pressed for time while I was filming it. So when I started editing it that night, I just didn't like it and I knew that I'd rather refilm it and just put out a better video. But to get right into the updates, after I filmed my first year of keto video, I can't remember what I titled that, but I started cheating. I kind of felt like I had this pressure off of my shoulders and that I could cheat if I wanted to, and then I would be able to get right back into keto. So I started cheating. I cheated a couple times with Jenny's ice cream because y'all might know that's my favorite ice cream ever. But then I started noticing that I felt like I had brain fog again and I wasn't clear-minded. And I can always tell that I have cheated with food because it always leads to a breakout on my skin, and I've had like really bad breakouts over the last couple of weeks. So I decided to get back into the swing of things with keto, and I was still fasting at that time. So I decided to start tracking my macros, which if you know me, you know I don't really like to do that, and I've never been a macro tracker. So I decided to download MyFitnessPal and give it a go. So I started tracking a few days, but then it's like I wasn't really doing it correctly. Like I would kind of leave out yogurt if I had it or something. I wasn't tracking every single bite of food that I put in my mouth. So last Saturday, I kind of felt like I wanted to give up and just delete the app and just try to get back to eating keto foods and not worrying about tracking. But then I had a conversation on Instagram with a friend of mine that he recommends to track for 2 weeks and then get back into intuitive eating. So I decided that night to keep going with MyFitnessPal. So I've been doing it, I'm gonna say I've been doing it for a week since last Saturday. And honestly, I can't believe this is true, but I have already lost 2 pounds, which the scale has not moved in like 3 months for me. So to see me lose 2 pounds in a week and a few days, that was pretty motivating, and I was very thankful that I kept going with MyFitnessPal. So I have decided to track for 2 weeks at least, and I might keep going with it. I'm not really sure at this point, but it's really helped me to kind of get back to the basics with keto, where I'm eating a lot of eggs and avocado, just like your staple keto food items. And I feel like every once in a while it's good for me just to get back to the basics of keto and not do like all these extravagant meals. So I've been keeping things pretty simple, and it's just easier to track that way anyways. And I'm feeling really good right now. So some things that I like about MyFitnessPal, it's helping me with my water intake because you can track that on the app as well. I've always felt like I drank a lot of water, but in actuality, I really don't. So that's helping me make sure I get in plenty of water for the day. And also it's helped me with snacking because I know that snacking is bad for me during the day. And I've noticed that I would just go to the fridge and grab like 5 or 6 blackberries or blueberries and then have that like every time I would go in the kitchen, I would stop and get something. So I know that that doesn't work for me, and that adds a lot of calories and carbs into the mix. So MyFitnessPal has helped me to stop snacking and just really clean up what I'm eating. It only took about a week for me to really get into it. So I'll see how I'm doing in a week from now and let y'all know if I'm still tracking and if it's working for me still. And also I have been drinking 1 cup of bone broth every day. If you don't know, I did a 48-hour bone broth fast a few weeks ago, and I really liked how I felt drinking it. And honestly, I wanted to continue drinking it, but it just kind of like, I don't know, I forgot about it. So I decided for the month of April to drink 1 cup of bone broth every day. I'm not making my own bone broth. I've been using the Bonafide Provisions broth, which I really like the taste of, especially the chicken broth, which is really funny to me because when I would see the chicken bag, I just thought it looked really gross, so I would always gravitate towards the beef bone broth. But I really love how the chicken broth tastes, and it's just really nice to have, especially at night before I'm going to sleep. I like to have that. It's kind of like a nightcap for me, and I feel like I sleep better at night. And I've noticed a difference in my nails and my skin, especially because after I was cheating, my skin was breaking out. So I feel like the collagen in the broth is helping my skin, hair, and nails a lot. So I've noticed little differences over the last week or so. And also, as far as the gym goes, I know that I haven't really talked about me and working out a lot. But I've been writing it down over here on this calendar, and it helps me keep track of my workouts. So I aim to go to the gym 5 times a week just because I know I can make that work. And last month I was going to a lot of classes because 2 of my favorite instructors at LA Fitness were leaving at the end of the month, so I was trying to go to as many of their classes as I could before they left. But now they're both gone, so I'm kind of not doing as many classes this month. So far, I'm going to stick with the spin class on Mondays because I like that instructor. So for the rest of the week, I'm going to focus on HIIT workouts and strength training as well, trying to build up some muscle, I guess, which I honestly have no clue what I'm doing in the gym, but I try just to do something that feels good and that I enjoy. So I hope y'all enjoy this little update from me. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you next time.